I think the use of the very poor quality CMI data has led to some of the negative narratives on employment. I think the economic survey and the RBI report, which uses a very high quality CLEMS data, which is, by the way, not just for India, but across the world, it shows that about 9 crore jobs have been created over the last, 10 years. And I think that's excluding agriculture jobs. So clearly job creation has happened. I would emphasize manufacturing once again, because that is where, jobs of high quality are created, jobs which basically don't have as much uncertainty, and that is important for furthering consumption as well in the economy. So I think I would hope that the labor laws which were passed during the time when I was in the government, but the subordinate rules for those have not been yet announced. States have to sort of come forward to work on this, because that is a really critical element of the manufacturing sector growth.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as KV is speaking, those are pictures of Nirmala Sitharaman arriving at North Block. This first glimpse of the Finance Minister on Budget Day. We have very good panel with us, and I'm sure the KV, Ajay Bagga, Suhail, Sandeep Tandon, Rajiv Gupta, all eminent people in the studio would also like to throw a couple of your thoughts so we make this more conversational. Viewers, if you're joining us tonight on Republic Budget Day Live, we are joined by KV Subramaniam right now, and as you all know, very eminent economist. He's been Chief Economic Advisor to the Government of India for 3 years. He did a great job in choppy waters, difficult times, and quite admirable. I think his time as Chief Economic Advisor, Ajay, as we know, coincided, unfortunately, with the COVID period. So he was part of the group that kept things going at that time. So, and he's, among the younger voices in the economic circle. So, Ajay, you want to throw something at him? I mean, he's laid it out. I think jobs is the one question we've raised. But what would you like to pick up, Ajay?
No, I think infrastructure, we are reaching a capacity issue. The government and the economic survey did talk about skill building. Arnab, yesterday, the economic survey said 1 out of 2 graduates are not employable in India. So we are giving an education. The new education policy has come in. It will take a long time to make an impact. It has started. But the need of the hour is quality jobs, as what Subhu's just mentioned. We need to create a lot of quality jobs. The second big issue for the country as such, 65% of the population is sitting on only 18% of the GDP, which is this rural population, which creates 18% of the gross value added. So we need to get them into the global supply chain. We need to welcome whatever capital is coming in. It comes back to that ease of doing business. Third, what was mentioned, Subbu also mentioned it, the big thing is that gross capital formation, if you look at Arnab, 82% of that was people buying houses and buildings. Yes. 18% was actual new machinery and factories. Output gap in the economy is very huge. What does that mean? You have a factory, but it's running at 70% capacity. Yeah. We should be running 3 shifts, running it at 300% capacity. Why we can't do that? The global consumption and Indian consumption.
I'll take